In today's session, I'll just make you understand through, right? So SOC team architecture. Guys, here it begins with SOC team consists of level one. What is level one? So the level one is the beginner, not at all an expertise. Okay. L1, level one security analyst holds a very minimal responsibilities, mainly doing a continuous monitoring. So I'll explain any of the roles and responsibilities later. First, starts with level one, beginner, or like 3 years of experience. Mostly in most of the environments, they will be level one, and level two will be little advanced, like in the way of communication, in way of delivering the work, in maintaining the accountability in communication wise. If it's good enough, then they will just move back to level two with some 2 or 3 additional responsibilities, nothing more than that. Okay, make it clear. There will be no much difference between level one and level two. So here, level three, SOC lead and admin. See guys, now talking about here. So why I have mentioned it here, there are some organizations where they will have a dedicated level three who is a subject matter expert who will be doing a deep level analysis. In some level three, and the SOC lead will be different and admin will be different. Okay. Level 3 stock lead and admin will be different. There are some organizations where the level 3 itself work as a SOC lead and admin. All the three functionalities will be done by them. SOC lead will be doing an admin. So that's how it will be. So hence I have put it into one sentence. Level 3 SOC lead and admin. Next, SOC manager. So SOC manager is the one who will not work on the alerts, but who will manage these teams, who is the accountability for all the activities that all the above roles are doing. Right? So what is level one? So guys, level one will be working on this alert and will be moving to level two, escalation metrics. This is something called as a level one will be doing, and level two will be checking that alert. And if he feels yes, this needs further investigation. You see, if level one is working on the alert, only if he feels that it needs further attention, he moves to level two. And he will share that, hey, level two, I have done so and so investigation, and upon our investigation, I see that this is something seems to be suspicious. Please do investigate it further to find out the risk associated. So he can do at his best. And from that, it moves to level three, where he will see whatever the analysis that is done by level two and moves to level three, where he feels that, okay, this needs further attention, or simply if that is something not required any attention, he will just close off that, right? So, and SOC lead is the one who is the accountability for all the activities done by level one and level two, right? And admin is the one who helps with all this integration, managing this SIM, creation of rules, log source troubleshooting, log source integration, creation of rules, fine tuning the rules, right? So this is how the team. So this training, where this training will fit, I'll tell you. See, guys, this training will usually makes you to be fit in level one and level two security analyst, right? Level one and level two. So we either call it as a SOC analyst or security analyst. I think it could be, right? So most, if you are focusing, you have to focus for level one and level two job roles, right? Plenty of job roles. It all depends upon how effective you use your now portals to find out the relevant job positions. Right. So now, um, so I'm only using a simple English, okay, just to make you very clear with the topics. Now, see, now along with along with the SOC team, we also have some other teams where we actually have to depend on them, right? So those are threat intelligence, threat hunter, forensic investigator, penetration tester, and vulnerability management, right? So these are the adding the rules. We have other rules. Yes. What is threat intelligence? Guys, threat intelligence is a team or a group of individuals um, who actually try to extract the intelligence report, threat intelligence report of the ongoing cyber attacks. So, for an example, if there are any cyber attacks that is going on anywhere, so they will try to extract that information and they will share with the SOC team. Threat intelligence responsibility is to extract all the threat intel information and share with the SOC team. I mean to say that we alone don't work. We also will be dependent on other teams. Other teams. Okay. So now what is threat hunter? What is a threat hunting? Threat hunter. See guys, now where the SOC analyst? SOC analyst is exactly working on the alert that is produced by this SIM, right? So SOC analyst is working on the alert or a notification that is produced by the SIM. Threat hunter is the one who will work on these alerts and also he will try to analyze these events manually. They will have some kind of a threat intelligence models where they will try to analyze the events manually. They will have some common methodologies. With their methodologies, they will try to find out some unknown threats because now only with the help of these rules, the alerts are triggering. There are more possibilities where we will not have a rule, will not have a rule, but some suspicious activity will be going on but hidden. Simple guys, threat hunter activity is to identify unknown threats that is or hidden threats in a network. Threat hunter. Yes, we will be also dependent on them for multiple things. Next to forensic investigator. See, this forensic investigators will actually only involved if they identify a real cyber attack. If a level one, level two, level three is uh, is done with their investigation and confirmed that yes, there is a cyber attack. Yes, there is a cyber attack that has taken place. Then this forensic investigator come into the picture, and then they will do a very deep level analysis. Means, for an example, if a desktop or a laptop is got compromised or under the attack of cyber attack, then they will try to copy the data bit by bit. Then they will try to analyze it in depth to identify the clues, the indicators that are responsible for cyber attacks. Forensic investigation. So, that is it. Next, penetration testers. Penetration testers are the one who actually works like a hackers, but their intention is purely good. This penetration testers, what they do, they will try to attack, for an example, SBI Bank. SBI Bank has a team called penetration tester. These penetration testers, they do, they'll try to perform multiple kinds of cyber attacks on the SBI Bank to identify the vulnerabilities, to identify the risk, whether those cyber attacks are successful, how good we are protecting, right? So penetration testers are the one who try to exploit the known or unknown vulnerabilities on a network and to take next level measures. See, this vulnerability management. Vulnerability management is a team where the team's responsibility is to identify the vulnerabilities in a network. In a network. And a network means that could be like network devices, security devices, cloud applications, anything it could be. So, along with the SOC team, we have these other roles who will be working closely with. So how it will be, you will be in a physical office location. So a SOC team will be at one desk. Along with that, you'll find under the same room, you'll also find the threat intelligence guy, threat hunter, forensic investigator, penetration tester, and management. But I'll tell you, all this works in general shifts mostly. Threat intelligence, threat hunter, forensic investigator. They are nothing much to do because there will be one, two is enough. Hardly two is enough. For vulnerability management, one person is enough. Penetration tester, two is enough. Forensic investigator, two is enough. That's all. You'll only find one or two persons having these roles and skill set. But SOC team is a group of people working together, right? And 24 by 7, hence has more weightage, more demand, and more, right? Now, hope this is clear, right? Please, please do respond if this is clear.
Yeah, clear.
Right. So now, let me tell you mm, the roles and responsibilities of a SOC analyst, right? So now in this session, what we are going to do before that, see the primary roles and responsibilities of a SOC analyst. Along with this, this is how I'll go the roadmap. Okay, so 24 by 7 monitoring. The first responsibility of a SOC analyst is to do a 24 by 7 monitoring. What he will do monitor? The primary tool that he monitor is an SIM tool. Along with that, he will have some kind of an tools like EDR, antivirus, or some other tools he will have, SIM EDR. So they will be doing a continuous monitoring of all these tools for any kinds of an alert generation for alerts. Yes. So these alerts either will be called as an alert or offenses or incidents, right? So once there is an alert, the next responsibility is to analyze, analyze the alerts that are received. So to analyze the alerts, right? See this alert in Splunk, it is called as an alert. In QRadar, it is called as an offenses. In Sentinel, it is called as an incidents. So that is the reason I have written like alert slash offenses slash incidents. Okay. Don't get confused. See, in general way, in common terminology, alert, right? So next responsibility is to work on the alerts, right? So to work on any of the alert that are actually triggered by the security platforms, there will be a document that will be created for your reference. It is not something like whatever you do, whatever you wanted to do, you can do. That is not the way. Okay. So, so for that, we have something called as a run books or playbooks. In some organizations, it will be called as a run book. In some organizations, it will be called as a playbook. So this playbook or run book will have some set of actions to be performed. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Actions to be performed in terms of investigating this alerts. It will actually have what are the actions that needs to be taken for the level 1, what are the action needs to be taken to level 2, and what are the actions that needs to be taken by level 3. So that will be specified. So I'll also help you. So this is how the responsibility. Next, right? So there is an alert, okay? There is an alert and you are analyzing that with the help of this runbook and playbook. And after analyzing, you get to know that it is a true positive alert. True positive alert. So to understand true positive, I'll just help you with a single example. So now you have received an alert stating that multiple login failures, multiple login failures, right? Multiple login failures for one user account. So, see, login failure. Simple, guys. Whenever you are opening your Gmail account, when once you give your email address, next you have to give to your password. So, if you give the wrong password, right? If you give the wrong password, it is a login failure, right? So, only you will be authenticated if you give the right password. So, in general, guys, in the system, in organizations, so what are the common reasons for the login failure? Means one is wrong password, one is expired password, Another one is disabled account. If the account is disabled and if user is trying to access, then that will be also login failure, right? Wrong password, expired password, disabled password, right? So what happens, whenever you are giving a username and password to your browsers, to any of the Gmail account, right? Any Gmail account or uh, any Facebook account or any application. Once you give your username and password, see your browser will actually ask you to save those credentials. So if you click on the save, this username and passwords will be saved into your browser caches so that next time if you are opening the same application on the browser, it will not ask you to log in. Automatically it will log in. Every time it will not log in means those credentials are saved into the browser and applied there, right? For your login. Right? This is how it is working. So now what you have done after some time, uh, after some days or somewhere, you have changed your Gmail account password, but it is not updated in your browser. And whenever you're trying to open your browser, automatically multiple login failures are happening because that application is trying to authenticate with the old password, with the expired password. The expired password it is trying to authenticate. So multiple login failures happen. So keep this in mind. So if you have an alert like multiple login failures, if the reason is due to an expired password, then that is something illegitimate. It's normal activity. It actually happens. With a wrong password, and if these wrong password attempts are happening from an IP address, from external IP addresses, which is malicious, then that is a true positive, right? The false positive condition is like expired password. If the user is trying to authenticate using the expired password or old password, then that is an illegitimate one. If it is with the wrong password, see, employees also can keep the wrong password. But the wrong password attempt, if that is seen from some malicious IP address, then that is something true positive, which needs our investigation, which needs further investigation. So, here, raising ticket for validated and true positive incidents. Then we are creating a ticket for the validated and true positive incidents. Right. Next one is assists in incident remediation. Assists in incident remediation means now at this point you know that there is a true positive incident. Now your next action is to check, okay, only wrong passwords, or after wrong passwords also we see any successful passwords from the same malicious IP address. That needs to be checked. If there is successful sign-ins, then it's very serious thing. Assisted instant remediation means what we do? We reset the user credentials. We perform the scan on the machine. Uh, I mean to say that our remediation steps will be different from use case to use cases. At one place, we block the IP address. At one place, we reset the user's credentials. At one place, we block the email address. At one place, we isolate the machine from the network. At one place, we disable the user account. At one place, uh, we block the URL or website. So our remediation steps will be different from use case to use cases. So that I'll just provide you, right? So these are the common responsibilities first thing. Next, drafting shift handovers. This is another major responsibility. So why drafting shift handovers? See, hence this runs 24/7, right? In this case, people morning, afternoon, and night. So morning people, whatever the responsibilities that they have done, they have to share with the afternoon people. And afternoon people has to share with the night people. And night shift team has to share with the morning. So hence there should be a proper update. What are the activities that are done and what are in pending state? What are in the pending state? Right? So that needs to be uh, shared with the rest of the team. So for those, they will usually draft an email. They will draft an email which actually shows, uh, which actually shows the status of the tickets. How many tickets are handled? How many tickets are pending? What are the emails to be attended? what are the further actions to be taken. So all such information. And uh, this an email, along with the email, they will have a small call, guys, stand-up call or scrum call, something call. They will have some call. So during that call, what they do, they will discuss the same thing. If you are physically in the if you are physically present in the office, obviously everyone will stand up for 2 to 3 minutes and will share all the updates. We will be sending an email. If we are not located at one office, at one physical location, if we are located distributedly, we will actually have a call, bridge call, and on that, all will be joining and sharing the updates. Right. So it's very important. It plays a very crucial role. Don't think that. Right. So the next one is the other responsibility is if level one, if we have level one, I, if we are at level one, we need to assist level 2, level 3 in reporting and sim rule fine tuning. Why only level 2 and level 3? Why level 1 has to assist to level 2, level 3 means, guys, level 2 will be working on very lesser tickets. See, if level 1 is working on 100 tickets, level 2 will be working on 20 tickets only. And level 3 will be working on hardly 5 or 2 tickets. Why? Because see, there are 100 alerts that are generated. You find that only 20, you have only escalated 20 alerts because only 20 alerts needs further investigation. And this level 2 has worked on 20 tickets and he has just given 2 tickets to level 2 because these two are only the severe one which needs further attention. So, right? So, hence, the level 1 is the one who mainly works on the tickets. Hence, he knows what are the alerts that are bothering, means very repeated alerts, unwanted alerts, useless alerts. He will have this information. So, such information has to be given to level 2 or level 3 or admin team for fine tuning the rules so that you will not receive those kind of an alerts again. See why you want an useless alerts. Why you want to spend the time on useless alerts? No one wants to put the time, right? So hence it's not really required. So I hope like everyone there in the session. Okay, good. Right? Really, no one. It doesn't matter. It's not really required. Right? So, so sim fine tuning is something called as fine tuning the alerts. So for see guys, I'll tell you in a real time. So first I have joined with an organization. So where they are receiving initially they are receiving almost like 100 alerts in a day. See that this is an example that I'm sharing with you at the start of my career. The first opportunity I have got with an bank. So there I'm talking about. So we have like almost 100 alerts in a day. Mm, all are graduates, freshers. We have almost like 6 people joined as a freshers. Along with that, we have some experienced. So 6 people. So graduates, how will be guys? They will be with more enthusiastic, right? They wanted to deliver the work. They are most fast usually compared to this people. So they are much more interested towards fine tuning. So they have done the fine tuning, fine tuning, fine tuning. Everyone were working for fine tuning just to get a prize for that. So they wanted to show their hard work. So they keep on working for fine tuning. At one day, you know what happened? This 100 alerts become 10 alerts. This 100 alerts become in a day we are only receiving 10 alerts. So then that actually kills our bread and butter. Don't work at that extent. I mean to say this joke. I mean to say here that um, so because we thought that our attention is not required on the rest of 90, those are all useless. We have done fine tuning, hence now only receiving 10 alerts where we are putting our efforts and deep level investigation on that. But see, still we can only do it some extent. Okay, 100% fine tuning is never possible, and it's an ideal case. Practically, it doesn't work. Right? So these are the responsibilities. Next one, handling phishing emails and taking mitigation steps. So handling phishing emails means, okay, The easiest way for an hacker to compromise the system is just to throw an email. Just, he can simply send an email containing an attachment, a malicious virus file, or simply he can send a link where downloading that attachment will compromise the system, or accessing the website also compromises the system. Nowadays, you see, right, most of you people are receiving text messages which contains the links. And if you click on the links, boom, that's all. Your system will get compromised. Your mobile will get compromised. Or your mobile will be under the control of an attacker. Right? So it's very easy way further. So hence, the corporate industries will 99% will only affect with the phishing emails. Yes. So again, it's our SOC responsibility. SOC analyst has to work on the emails that are reported by our employees or which triggered as a malicious, and immediately he has to take some mitigation steps to ensure that the risk is mitigated. Hence, this is why important means it's a very common and easy way. Right. Next, handling CTA reports and taking required mitigation steps. See, handling CTA means here CTA is something called Cyber Threat Intelligence Report. So once we do receive a CTA report, it actually contains some informations about the threat intelligence informations about the ongoing cyber attacks. So being a SOC analyst, it's our responsibility to mitigate the risk, or to not mitigate actually, to prevent required mitigation steps, taking some prevention measures to ensure that our organization should not compromise or should not be affected with the same kind of an cyber attack. See, for an example, I'll show you. Let me show you. Yes, sir. So US CERT is a website. Let me show you. Here, spotlight resources, tool resources, download, yeah, news updates, with the annual present. Here, show you with the cybersecurity alerts and advisories. Rock well automation encourages customers CISA, SCADA, CISA to rock automation tracking. Hitachi Energy, MSHC. Mitigations. So if you see here, this is an executive. This is regarding some not required. This one. Hitachi Energy again. Let me go back. You let's securing the cyber. So list CSR to one and one expert seven industrial controls. Path reversal. So I'm just looking for a simple one. Uh, so these are all the vulnerabilities actually. How many pages? I'm not sure really. Continuing to home years, multiple vulnerabilities, HTTP pairing vulnerabilities, multiple vulnerabilities, 75 pages. So these are all kind of an vulnerable reports, new variant of MyDom virus. So here they have a something called as a new variant of MyDom virus, right? So a new variant of this is kind of a threat intel report, guys. This is a threat intel report that was shared by USCert. So this kind of an reports will be shared to the SOC team by threat intelligence team. And if what they're saying, a new variant of MyDome virus is spreading through email. See, there is a virus called MyDome virus. See, the attackers has named it as MyDome, which is spreading through an email. In addition to infect your computers and emailing itself to another machines, the virus may open a backdoor and that could make your machine vulnerable for future attacks. Simple. See, that is actually spreading through an email, and then that is again infecting the computer and is sending an email itself to another users, another machines. Solution is avoid opening email attachments, conducting research on. So as of now, they don't have any signatures for this. If they have shared the signature, so this is kind of a threat intel information that we actually receive, and we have some steps that needs to be taken. So in this case, we have to insist all have to send a precautionary email to all the users saying that please do not open any email with unknown sender. If the sender is unknown to you, please do not open it. So that's all. The last one is maintaining and improving SOPs and processes, and it is also a part of job. SOP is called as in standard operating procedures, where that actually needs a continuous improvement. Whenever you find that this process is not going well, I'm not only saying it's a part of a level one, it is a part of level one, level two, level three, SOC lead, admin manager. Whoever feels it needs to be changed. And process. And the process I'm referring for a very simple, smaller processes involved. Right? So we actually go through this part, guys, right? So we actually will be going through this way, the roadmap, right? Following this way, covering our job-oriented session as a SOC analyst, cybersecurity professional, right? So now coming in depth, so how we going to start? So without any knowledge, you cannot do a continuous monitoring. So for or doing all this, what are the things I'm going to cover? See, guys, first basics are important. I'm covering very basics of network and security concepts, which actually makes your life easier and also to help you to give the which helps you at the point of interview also. Next one is, see, SIM is a tool where we actually integrate multiple devices, right? Either it is like network devices or security devices. So you need to have the insights. I'm not telling you that you need to have a high level knowledge, just the basic functionalities. So I'm here just providing you an insights of all the network and security devices. If you have the insights of this network and security devices, then only you will get to know which device is for what purpose, what type of events, what type of logs it actually contains. Right? After this, I'll jump to SIEM. Right? So here I'm not going to have with Sentinel, no subscription I have. I'm trying for last month, I'm not having this. Right? So with respect to the SIEM, I'll be talking Curadar a lot. I'll talk you a Curadar a lot. And along with that, I will be explaining you the architectures of Microsoft Sentinel and Splunk. Right? So after once done with this, I'll explain you the incident management process. The process which is helps you to investigate the alerts. Right? Next one, cyber threat intelligence, CTI. The last one is email analysis. So I have just made this course content very simple. I have not written the sub contents. Okay. These are the high level course content that I am putting here in this course. Guys, now that's all from my side, guys. If any questions, see, I'll just tell you. I have seen like few of the new people have. I see that few new people have joined the session today. Guys, this is a second demo session. In this today's session, I have just only covered the last video. Only I have covered um what is stock analyst, right? Just understanding them. the emergency of SOC team and SOC analyst and SIM. In this, I have just given you the roles and responsibilities of a SOC analyst and course content, right? So, guys, do not worry. I'll also share you the recorded link. You can find this link as well, right, guys? If